Yeah, no. I mean, I watched the show when I was a kid, when it first came out. I was, like 2005? I was like 10. I was back during the golden age of cartoons when everything was actually good. I don't know, Danny Fenton was fun. It was funny, but I don't know, cool. It's the same thing with Danny Phantom. It's sort of like the same thing with like comic book characters like Batman, Superman. He's very much like, he could have been a comic book character. And I think part of the reason why I enjoyed Danny Phantom so much was because he had great villains. They were creative. They weren't cookie cutter copycats of other villains from like other shows. They took the time to make their villains, and then they took the time to expand on the world. You know, they didn't just, it never felt like they were just jumping the shark with anything. They always felt natural when they brought in something. When it was like the Fright Knight, or what's his face, the ghost dude that Vlad wakes up as the king of all ghosts in the Ghost Zone. I can't remember half these names. But it was fun, and like every person had their day. Even the box ghost at one point became scary when they went to the future and found out, oh, now he can make projectiles out of his boxes. It was fun, you know. The villains were my favorite part. I always dug them. They were always fun. They always had a cool scheme up their sleeves, and they always had so many of them. Danny's like, I mean, you know, most people have a hard enough time going through college as is. I mean, it kind of wears on you when you're the ultimate bridge between humanity and ghosts. I mean, you know, let's be honest, you know, it's a ghost came up to the UN and threatened every world leader into saying, if you don't make me the leader of the world and submit to me, I'm going to essentially let you all die. You know, that has a bit of a gripping effect on people's minds. So I imagine, you know, he's not only, you know, he's growing up and all, but he's probably got the government and the UN breathing down his neck. I mean, it's probably the same. I'm sure there's probably stuff not unlike, you know, you'd see in like the other superhero universes where there's regulations and stuff like that. I'm sure Danny has to deal with that kind of stuff. And, you know, they got all that pressure, and then you got the pressure of going to college, and you still got to keep up the fighting the ghosts whenever they come up. I mean, obviously, you know, things are a bit chiller between the Ghost Zone and humanity in general, but you're always going to have those outliers who are going to try and take advantage of it for their own benefit. The big thing I want to avoid with Danny is that so often you, especially with other fan films you see, is that there's none of the charm that was there with the character. Like, it gets sucked out. You know, whenever you watch a fan film, it's like, oh, it's Indiana Jones when he was 30 years ago, when he's only 15. Whenever you see stuff like that, it's usually like, why am I even watching this? Then why am I watching some crappy kid sit up there and try to recreate the magic that made a character so much fun to watch? And I think for me, what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and be as much like Danny as I can and try to bring as much of the fun that Danny was to watch. You know, it's hard portraying a character from animated to real life. It's something almost always gets lost in the transition. So my goal is going to be making sure that nothing gets lost in the transition, that it's still the same old fun Danny Phantom and just a little older. Still him, just not someone trying to be him, you know? I've worn spandex before. It's not a pleasant experience. But however, also when I wore spandex, I wasn't doing heavy, intense fight scenes, so we'll see how that goes. I'm hoping in the crotchular region, we can maybe get a little breathing room. You know, it gets tight down there. I have the fortune of having took stage combat with our fight director, so at the very least I understand his style, I understand what we're going to be doing, and you know, we've done it all before, but oof, I have a feeling that thing's going to ride up more than a couple times. But what are you going to do? You know, I've always been interested to see how I pull off the white hair look, you know? I mean, it's going to be, I assume it's going to be for a few days, probably. A little more, you know? Bleaching that hair white. It's going to be spectacular. I can't wait to hear all the comments from my friends. I'm sure I'm going to get, just by the nature of the relationship I have with most people, I'm going to get so much shit. So much. But, yeah, it's exciting. I support the film. Thank you for supporting the film. And hey, here's looking at you.